At about the middle of the month between two menstrual cycles, a ripened egg bursts out of your ovary. During intercourse, several 100 million sperm land in the vagina. 1 or 200 will make it up to the egg. As soon as one sperm breaks through your egg's membrane, the egg immediately hardens so that no others can enter. At this instant, your baby's sex and characteristics such as skin and hair color are determined. Slowly at first, and then more rapidly, the fertilized egg divides. The ball of cells moves down the fallopian tube until it floats inside your uterus. About 1 week after conception, or 3 weeks after the start of your last period, the ball of cells nestles into the well-prepared uterine lining. The second month is probably the most important in your unborn baby's growth, as each cell lays a foundation for the development of new cells. The ball of dividing cells is now called an embryo, and every cell in it has begun to perform a distinct and vital role. The embryo is shaped like a C because its back is growing faster than its front, and has a tail which will disappear as it grows. It's now about 1/4 of an inch long, much of that taken up by the head. Within indentations of the face, the eyes and their lenses are forming. Dimples form on the baby's head and face, marking where the ears, nose, and mouth will be. By the end of the month, most of your baby's internal organs are formed, and the embryo has nearly doubled its size to 1/2 inch. Sometime during the third month, you can hear your baby's heartbeat with the help of an ultrasound. All your baby's internal parts are present, although they are minute and immature. The insides of the ears are forming, and swelling develops on the sides of the neck where the ears will be. Lips starts to grow on a mouth that can already be open and closed, and a bit of a nose begins to form. Eyelids are growing over developing eyes. They'll fuse together and stay closed for a few months. Your baby's back starts to straighten, and the arms and legs can bend at tiny elbows and knees. The tail, which has been shrinking all along, will disappear. By the middle of the fourth month, your baby reaches another milestone. The external sex organs become distinctly male or female. Nails have begun to form on your baby's fingers. On the fingertips, the whorls and ridges that will make up your baby's fingerprints are forming. Facial features too are becoming more distinct. As the head has grown, the ears move to their proper places on the sides of the head. Underneath your baby's gums, teeth are forming, even though they won't appear until several months after birth. At this stage, the lips are well developed. Growth this month is remarkable. The fetus is now 5 inches long and weighs nearly 4 ounces, just big enough to cradle in the palm of your hand. The number of nerve cells increases rapidly during the 5th month, especially in the front of the brain where thinking takes place. Hair is growing on your baby's body. Eyebrows and eyelashes are growing, and fine downy hair called lanugo covers the baby's body and face in swirling patterns. Fingernails grow longer this month, and toenails are just starting to grow. Halfway through the 5th month, the mother will probably feel that the baby moved for the first time. The fetus has been moving for a few weeks, but now that the bones are harder and the muscles are stronger, its movement are more noticeable. During the 6th month, the fetus has wrinkled and translucent skin. It is covered with a waxy substance called vernix. Under the skin, sweat glands are forming. The umbilical cord, which connects your baby to you through the placenta, has become thick and strong. A gelatin-like substance around the blood vessels in the cord helps prevent kinks and knots that could stop the blood from flowing. Your baby's movements exercises its limbs and help develop pathways in the brain. Toward the end of this month, an important change happens in your baby's lungs. During pregnancy, you breathe for your baby. Oxygen in your blood is exchanged with carbon dioxide in your baby's blood through the placenta. While your baby's lungs don't function until birth, preparations for breathing will begin now. At the start of the 7th month, your baby's eyelids slowly open. Even in the womb, his pupils grow larger or smaller in response to light. His eyelashes are starting to grow, and the taste buds are well developed. Your baby's skin is less wrinkled now, as fat begins to fill out his contours. Inside the skull, his brain is enlarging rapidly. Its surface is becoming wrinkled, and its sections start to take on their distinct lifetime roles, such as controlling memory and speech. Everything in the baby's body is preparing for its entry into the world during the 8th month. The brain and nervous system are maturing, which will continue long after birth. Your baby's limbs are becoming smooth and plump, and her skin is healthy color. Fingernails are growing past your baby's fingertips. Your baby's eyes are fully open this month, and hair covers her head. Although the fetus doesn't actually breathe, she does hiccup and make breathing movements. You can tell whether your baby hiccups because you feel rapid, regular jerky movements. You may also begin to notice that your baby has a regular daily pattern of activity and rest. Although the baby's growth slows as delivery approaches, he has been gaining half an ounce of fat every day. The baby's hands can grasp firmly. They will tend to be closed after birth. Near at the end of the month, your baby may assume the position he will take for delivery. Usually, this is head down facing your back. At birth, the average baby weighs 7.5 pounds and measures 15 inches from head to bottom and 20 inches from head to toe. Boys tend to be larger on average than girls. The baby, though already exerting some individuality, could weigh from 6 to 9 pounds and measure from 17 to 22 inches.
It's all about you, my butterfly. Every time